Peace, prophet people. This is Absolute coming back with another video for the Absolute Boss Collective. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you can know when new content is posted. And today we're going to be talking about how young people can get lit with trading and investing. Trying to use a little of the new slang and stuff like that. I don't really know much of it. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? So how can young people get lit with trading and investing? This video is going out to my movie partner, my special friend, my home girl, okay, Amira. This is for you, okay? Amira is young, okay? And this video is for those young people who are 18 and under. I want to focus on them in this particular video because young people have something people like myself don't have, and they have time, okay? And they can use this time to learn about companies, to learn about trading, to learn about investing, and most importantly, learn about their specific personal financial situation, okay? I have some quotes for y'all. I'm gonna start with the quotes. Young people should be at the forefront of global change and innovation. Empowered, they can be key agents for development and peace. If, however, they are left on society's margins, all of us will be impoverished. Let us ensure that all young people have every opportunity to participate fully in the lives of their societies. That's by Kofi Annan. With me is when he said, if they are left on society's margins, and speaking from my own personal experience, okay, going through adolescence, teenage, young adult to now an old man, I have learned that how it could have been so much more beneficial for me had I acquired knowledge of these financial markets at an earlier age. Okay, and that leads to my next quote, which is from a book that you probably all are aware of and probably all have in your homes. It's the Bible, and we're talking about Proverbs 22:6. Like today is the 6th, equality. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And you may say, Absolute, you're not a preacher or pastor, so why are you quoting that? I love that quote. And the reason why I love that quote is because we're talking about habits. So if we train our children, we train the young people on how to manage their money, then they will be very successful. And these tools that we give them will help them in the future going forward, okay? So for my young friend, she is under 15 years of age. I asked her to send me some questions that I can answer. And I'm pretty sure there's other young people out there who may need some guidance in as far as getting into this. So if there's any young people out there, if there's people out there who have children, nieces, nephews, cousins that they want to be involved with the market, if they want to set them up, you want to set them up on the right path, okay, subscribe to this channel, connect with them, ask them, have them sit down and ask questions that, they have, and companies that they're interested in. All young people have things that they like. They have different fashions, different gadgets and stuff like that young people are into. You guys have so much opportunity because when you're out and about and you're amongst your friends and you see what everybody's wearing, you see what everybody's playing with and talking about and all of these type of things. Some of these things are going to be innovative things that's going to rock for a while. They're going to be the leaders in their companies. They're going to be upsetters and things of that nature. So keep an eye out for stuff like that, okay? And gather this information so that you could be prepared to capitalize on these things, okay? When we talk about people being left on the margins, right? People being excluded, a lot of people from my generation, from my background, and who grew up like me, we missed out on so many different things because our parents were not as financially literate as some other people. So they didn't have it to give to us. And we just kind of had to grow up and find out about this thing. You young people, you're in a great time right now because you guys have access to so many different things that will enable you to take advantage of the stock market. Okay, so let's get into the questions from my homegirl, Mira. What's up? How you doing? Shout you out, kid. Let's get into her questions, okay? All right. So this sister wanted to know, what is a stock? Okay? A stock is a piece of ownership in a company. Okay? And that's important because companies are in the process of making business. That's what they're here. They have a product or service that they sell, and that's how they make money. Okay? Oftentimes now, companies need to raise money to develop more products, to open new stores, to expand into new territories. If you have an American company and they want to go over to China or Europe or somewhere, it takes money to make these things happen. So a lot of times, what they'll do to make money is issue stock. Now, issue the stock publicly, and it's issued on some type of exchange, you know, and this is what enables them to raise money to do the things that they need to do. Okay. Now, the next question is, do stocks help businesses? And yes, they do help businesses in the sense that, as a company's stock price appreciates, the value of the company becomes greater. And they become, if they have an outstanding product, if they're making good money and stuff like that, and the stock price is going up, it becomes very popular. Everybody looks at them as a market leader in certain aspects. If they want to raise money, they can just sell stocks. They can acquire or buy other companies by just doing stock deals with other companies and things like that. So the stock does help the business. Okay, so this is a good thing, and this is the way of the world. I mean, the stock market is a global situation. This is everywhere. This is all over the world. Well, not every company, but a lot of companies, okay, this is how they operate. Okay? And this is also, how people acquire wealth. So, you know, if you go out and pick stock in companies that are great companies and growing companies, and you will become wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make money too because you have that piece of the company. Okay. Now, another question she said: do all businesses have stocks? And not all businesses have stocks. Some companies are private. So a private company would not have a stock. A company that has a stock is what's called a public company. And some of the reasoning behind that is, if you have a stock, you are required to report your earnings quarterly. That means every 3 months. Every 3 months, they must come out in front of everybody and kind of air their dirty laundry. They have to tell everybody, this is how much money we made, this is how much we spent, this is what our expenses are, this is where we are financially, because they have that obligation because they're a public company. A private company doesn't have to do with that. They don't have to. They only could be a private group of people, that are just dealing with whatever their business is. They don't have to report to anyone. They are not required to do so. But a public company that issues a stock is required to do that. I think the most important question here. Oh, I did want to say that those quarterly earnings, which come out every 3 months, that's called a 10Q. They also have to issue annual reports every year. Annual means every year, and that's a 10K. So with some of the free time that you guys have, as you get more in tuned and versed with the stock market and investing, you can begin to learn how to read these reports and identify these things. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of technical stuff at first. All I want you to know is, as a young person, if you start now, okay, by the time you get to my age, you're going to be a giant. Okay, and I'm going to show you how that is so. Okay, so can you succeed? Was the next question, can you succeed? And the answer is a resounding yes. I want all y'all kids out there to stay in school and get your education. That's the most important. You can't win if you don't learn how to win. And you can win with an education, okay? So that's most important. Stay in school, okay? Hit the books and all of that. Master that, knock that out, and then go to live your life. You know what I'm saying? I want you to tune in here so you can learn about the stock market and you can learn how to apply yourself. As long as you spend the time, the same way you do that homework, the same way you do your chores, okay? The same way that you eat your vegetables, the same way that you have to go to bed on time and things of that nature, it's the same thing with this game, okay? You do your homework, you will be rewarded. You'll get that A, okay? So do your homework and you'll be prepared to succeed in this game. Okay? Does that mean every day you're gonna win? No. Does that mean every company you pick is gonna be a winner? No. But you study, right? You're going to win more often than you lose. And I'm going to help you with that. So come check out Uncle Absolute here at the Absolute Boss Collective. You know what I'm saying? So we can get this done. Okay. Some of the other things I wanted to talk to y'all about is, you guys got a lot of great things going on right now. There's the Robinhood app. There's the Webull app. Now, I'm targeting this video for those under 18. So being that you're under 18, you're going to have to holler at mom or dad or someone in your family that's of age that can open that account for you. Okay? Perhaps your mom or your pops or your older brother, older sister can open this app for you, open an account for you, and give you the ability to trade and start investing. One of the apps that I want y'all to check out is called CNBC. You can go to wherever your app store is and download the CNBC app. You get that CNBC app, okay? And CNBC is a channel that you can turn to and watch along with the Bloomberg channel. But CNBC offers an app, and in that app, you can create a watch list. Okay, and my homework assignment for all of you young people out there, in order for y'all to get lit with stocks and investing, I want y'all to download that app and I want you to create a watch list for yourself. Okay, create a watch list of your favorite companies. Or if you have an iPhone, then you should be looking at Apple. Okay, if you got your drip correct, I think I said that slang right. I think I used it in the correct context. If I didn't, leave a comment below. If you like Nike, you know what I'm saying? Uggs. If you shop at, I don't know really what's really trending right now as far as the clothes go, but I know, there's Gap, there's American Eagle, there is Zoomies, there is Macy's. A lot of these I'm just throwing out because I know they have stocks. So if there's different companies designers and stuff like that you like, products. You know what I'm saying? Leave it down in the below. You know, shoot me a question or whatever, and I'll let you know if that particular company or brand is something that is public that can be invested in or traded. Okay, but these are the different things that I want y'all to start doing. Y'all using Facebook? That's a stock. You're using Twitter. Twitter is a stock. Twitter's been on a tear these last couple of weeks. Who's your phone carrier? When you got to go for your checkups and stuff like that, what insurance do you use? A lot of these insurance companies are public. Okay. What cable network do you use? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cable, Optimum, Verizon, all of these different services, they're also stocks. So take a look around your house. Take a look around at your drip that you're wearing. Look at these different brands and stuff like that. Victoria's Secret. I don't. You young people shouldn't be with no Victoria's Secret. But there's a pink brand. I think maybe y'all could use that. All of these different things that are around you. Okay, look at them. Take note of that and create a watch list in the CNBC app and familiarize yourselves with these companies. So without further ado, we're going to get into the juicy part of the video. And this one is directly for Amira. So hollering at her, we've been politicking and talking, going back and forth. And I got some of her favorite companies here. So the favorite companies that I got is Apple, Nike, Target, and McDonald's. Okay? So I took Amira's age and I did some research to see how these companies performed over her lifetime. Okay? So this runs from the March 6th of 2009 till Friday, March 5th of 2021. Okay. And Apple in March of 2009 was $3.04. Now it is $121.49. A return of 3,888.51%. It's amazing. Nike was $9.98. Do you know what I would do to get some shares of Nike for $9.98? Oh, that's just amazing. I just can't. Whoa. Now it is $134. That is a return of 1,242%, 1,242.01%. Next, we have Target. $25.65 it was in 2009, all the way up to $172.61 for a return of 572.94%. McDonald's, this was the most expensive out of all of them. $52.12 all the way up to $207.02 for a return of 297.20%. That was the weakest performer over this time frame. Okay? So the average price of all of these stocks, okay? I put all of these stocks in a portfolio. So you know how to do averages. When you put all of those different prices in, you average that out. And the average price of all of these stocks was $22.70. The average now is $158.78. This means that if you took $227 in 2009 and bought these stocks, today you would have $3,405.88. 1,500% return. That's also the average. So all of those different averages of those percents, the average percent return of those four stocks was 1,500% over the term that I chose. So if you put $2,270 into these stocks in 2009, you would have had $34,053.85 today. Okay? So I hope that shows you the power of investing. Many of you may remember when you was 5, may remember when you're 5, 6 years old. You may be 12, 13, 14, 15 now. And it may seem like forever. You might be trying to count down until you get 18. Take your time. You might be like, yo, I want to be an adult or whatever. It's so long. I'm telling you, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years is not a long time. You see these gray hairs here? You know what I'm saying? It's not a long time, man. The time flies like that. So think about putting money aside for this. If you're getting an allowance, you know, I know I used to get an allowance, and I'm from the old school, so I know you kids today must definitely be getting an allowance that you could use. Um, definitely talk to your parents and your older siblings and aunts and uncles and things like that. And when you get some money, you know what I'm saying, think about that. Think about talking to your parents and asking them to open a Robinhood account for you. If your parents want to open an account for you, I have two links below. I have my Webull link. If you put $100 in, you're going to get either 2 or 4 free stocks with that, okay, with $100 deposit. And with Robinhood, if you open up an account with Robinhood, you're going to get a free stock as well, okay? I'm not sure of the amounts. I don't think there is any, there's no amount required for Robinhood, okay? So, if your parents can open these accounts for you and you get an allowance, think about, let's say you might get $20 allowance every week, right? Think about putting $5 or $10 a week into whatever stocks you decide to put in your watch list and follow. Try to look for good companies, okay? Good, stable companies, the ones that we've mentioned here that my homegirl Amira picked out, which is Apple, Nike, Target, McDonald's. You guys play video games, right? So you got Microsoft. Microsoft is a big dog when it comes to video games. You got Sony. You got so many different companies. Talk to your parents about some of that stuff too. I want y'all to identify some other good companies because I really want to hear what the young people are talking about. What can y'all find? So if y'all find some nice video companies that you want to invest in, that you're interested in, leave them in the comments. To all of my people that's 18 and up, I challenge y'all to find a young person to mentor some kind of way, man. If you can mentor them just by directing them to this channel, or sit down and work with them and collaborate with them to identify different companies. And don't worry about if you don't have the necessary skill set to get there. We're going to do this together. That's what we do here at the Absolute Boss Collective. Let's all work together and each one teach one. Let each one find a young person, okay? Talk to them about stocks and talk to them about investing so that they can prepare themselves. People that are, okay, we talked about 18 and up. Let's talk about the people that's 20, 25 up and 30 and up and 40 and up. I challenge all of y'all. To reach out to the young people that's in your family, young people that's in your communities, okay? And let's get them involved and let's get them active. A lot of us have had a hard life. A lot of us had to learn things the hard way. Remember when we was out there in the 80s or the 70s or the 80s and 90s, just, spending money like it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Buying 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Just pissing our money away. How many of us sit back now and say, wow, I wish I would have saved some of that. I wish I would have invested some of that. I know I think about that all the time. All the time. So here at the Absolute Boss Collective, we are putting out a challenge for anyone that's 18 and up to reach, to throw the rope back and reach out to the young people, try to have a conversation with them. Could be something very simple. You know what I'm saying? They might be walking by. You might see them say, yo, shorty, you got some nice kicks right there. What's those, Nikes? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Nike closed at 134 yesterday. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm talking the stock price, youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Get them together. You know, y'all meet up, y'all go eat. Oh, we up in here in Buffalo, in Chipotle. Hey, do y'all know Chipotle is one of the powerhouse stocks out there? You know what I'm saying? Let's get them involved so that they don't have the same struggles that we had financially, man. Let's prepare them for the future, man. It takes a village. And here at the Absolute Boss Collective, I'm putting a challenge out to all the elders out in the village. Let's make sure that we get our children financially literate. Let's get them financially prepared to handle the future, man. It's so important, man. Okay? All right, so if you're new to the channel once again, consider subscribing, man. Share this video, man, to all of your peoples, man. Let's get this movement popping. Hit me off with a question or a comment. We're going to get this popping. This is Absolute. Signing off for the Absolute Boss Collective. Fresh for 2021. Suckers.